Hey guys, sorry for the delay. Been kind of busy with school and work and all that, but I'm gonna try to start making more videos. I'm gonna actually try to make them a little bit shorter rather than the 15-minute ones. Those take a long time to do. So I just want to show you how everything's different now. Actually, I have two 40 gallons up here. These are my three of my females, and I have two in this one with the male. Male's been kind of aggressive lately, so I've moved them over to their own tank. They actually have bred. I'll show you the eggs in a little bit here. The tank setups are really simple. All I have in them, they both share one light and a sponge filter on each of them. That's all that's in these tanks besides the sign and the hide. There's usually some long plants I have in here, but since the axolotls laid eggs all of them, there's no fake plants in here right now. So I'm just gonna show you my two tanks. This is the first tank. Has my three females in there. It has a albino female, it has a leucistic, and it also has a gold albino female in there. The gold albino is sitting in this hide over here. As I said before, there's usually some long plants in this tank, but I actually had some eggs laid on them, so I took them out. They're in separate containers. I'll show you those in a little bit. This tank's pretty simple. As I said before, I just have that one sponge filter that the albino is sitting on right now, and then they both share this light up here. I also have some egg crate on top of them. I put the egg crate up there so in case they decide to jump, they'll hit the egg crate and won't come out of the tank. I'm not too worried about them hitting that egg crate at all or jumping out of the tank because it's pretty calm in here. And that's about all for this tank, and we move over to the right. This is the second tank. It's basically the same setup, except it actually has some plants in it. Same light, same egg crate, and then it has the sponge filter with some hides. This has my two males. Has the male wild type sitting over here. He's a kind of a bully and been biting the legs and everything on my axolotls, so I try to keep him by himself. And then I have another male wild type in that little hide over there that you probably can't see, it's a little dark. And that is all that is in this tank. It's really simple tank. I think the simpler you have your tank, the more happy your axolotls will be. And you can see me in the reflection. Don't have that great of light right now. And that is it for this tank. I'm gonna move down here a little bit, and this tank is currently empty. It does have a couple of eggs in there that kind of fell in. It looks a little dirty right now, but I actually have a little bit of Daphnia and microworms sitting in this tank. I've been trying to culture the Daphnia to get some more. I only have a few in this tank, so I can use them to feed the Daphnia later on, or feed the axolotls later when they hatch. So this is all this tank. It's same thing, one light, one sponge filter, and then a little bit of hides. These I will be using this tank and the tank to the right when the axolotls start eating frozen foods or pellet foods, anything that's prepared. When they start eating that, then I'll move them to these tanks. But for now, they're going to be in the little tubs they're in until they hatch, and we'll eat just more than live food. See that? This is the other tank. This tank is pretty bare right now, and I got a little bit of sun coming in. Sorry about this. Same thing, one sponge filter, one light, and then just pretty empty tank right now. A little bit of algae growing in it. And now on to the eggs. The eggs are down right in here. My cat. They're in these 4 tubs. And what I got going on here, I'm gonna have to Sorry about this. Take my camera off its little set here. Now, what eggs are in these tubs? As you can see in there, all I have in here is an air stone, and it's barely letting any air out, just enough to keep everything oxygenated. Got a couple of holes drilled up on both sides that the oxygen come out. It's pretty simple and basic, and they will be in there until they'll eat frozen food and pellet foods. Open this up and see if you can't see some of them. You can see a little bit of eggs right there. Don't have to. Sorry about this. I don't really have. Let's see if I can see. If you look at right there. Some of them actually have some little spots and everything. Some are looking pretty cool. They kind of like just got their eyes a couple days ago. They were laid like a couple days before Christmas. Can't really get any good shots. There we go. You can see that little guy sitting right in there. And there's two of them. As you can see, they actually have their eyes. They're starting to get a little bit of their gills. I'd say they're probably going to hatch in probably about a week's time. And then they'll be fed, hopefully on Daphnia, since it's a little bit easier since they're freshwater. But I do have some brine shrimp as a backup. Let's see if I can't get some different eggs in here for you to see. Got that one on there. You can see it's a pretty wide variety of colors. Not all of them are going to hatch. You can see those ones haven't really developed at all. Some of these eggs are going to have to come out. Okay. Now onto the next tub. You can see the same thing. Got one little air stone, barely getting some water up in there. And then we got plants with the eggs laying on them. So you can see that one in there. They're starting to squirm a little bit now. They haven't really been doing it regularly. Let me see if I can't get a shot of them squirming around. I think they're gonna cooperate right now. This one doesn't have as many eggs. The first one has the most eggs. Then they will be separated every little bit, because some will hatch earlier and then I'll have to move them over. So eventually, once they all hatch, they all will just be in this little tub, these little tubs, until they will start eating foods that aren't live. That's all that tub is. Sure, you can guess what this one's gonna look like. Exactly the same thing. This one has probably only like half the amount of eggs. These last two plants didn't get much eggs laid on them, but I still wanted to get them out of the tank so I could raise them up, hopefully get some different kinds of colors in them. Also note, axolotl eggs are they're pretty tough. They're pretty tough to break. You'd have to be very rough in order for them to break or anything like that. So we can't get you a better shot. See, there's a couple of eggs stuck on here. Got 4 of them. You can see that those ones are kind of leucistic with some spots, and then I got an albino one over here. I don't think it's quite big enough to tell if it's going to be a white or a gold albino, or yeah. And that's that's in this. Same thing, air stone with a little bit of air, just enough to break the surface. And that's it for this one too. Sure. And the last one. This water is a little bit more yellowy. It came out of the water that had the Daphnia in it. Hopefully maybe have a little bit of Daphnia in this tank. And this same thing, air stone, and then just that's it. Besides the plants, got some holes in them. And you see I have the air line going through the holes, same as the other ones. See if I can't get you a shot of the eggs in this one. There you go. There's some more eggs. You see that one with different little colors in them. And that's what all I got for you guys for this week. Hopefully, hope I start making some videos for how to breed them and how to feed from all the way from when they first hatch to when they get older. So hopefully I'll have another video for you guys next week. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking the videos. Hopefully I'll be back next week.